Good morning, beautiful. I hope that this finds you well rested and ready to begin your day. This is your daily insight on life and love, daily tarot and oracle, and it's for September 13th, 2021. Also timeless, so wherever you're catching this in time, this might hold some relevance to what is going on in your life. So, what brings you here? This is a general collective reading. It's not going to make sense to everybody, so if it does, fabulous. If not, I don't know. But let's see what's going on. We're going to kick this off with Rider-Waite, and stick around and find out what is going on. A new phase. I can get behind that. It's a full one, so it's time to release. That seems interesting. Okay, it's between the two pillars. That always makes me think of the rite of passage with a tray and the never-ending story. Trust me, I know. I'm an 80s baby. But this new phase that requires your focus is actually going to make you incredibly happy. There's a lot of information that is going to be given to you, and this is a journey. I think that it's important that you see who is going to be loyal with you in this. Something deep inside of you is going to be crawling out right now. I think that this has been something that has been very subtle, unnoticed up until recently. And now I think that you're going to entertain it. How lovely. If you have questions about booking a session, reach out in the DMs or the email address. I do have a COVID sale that's going on. Ask about the details and also what other services I provide. Let's get this going. All right, so, ooh. This is gonna challenge you. It's not a point of what you can get away with. What is going to be like breaking the most barriers. It's not about that. It's not about shock with this. It's important that, I guess, you break some form of tradition in your life, whether it's faith or relationship based. It's something that is going to require you to really be writing your own traditions and values. And, okay, maybe not even traditions and values. Let's keep that. Writing your own rules. That's the easiest way to put it. I'm not telling you to do anything dangerous or illegal. Don't be that person. Not saying that. I'm saying this is not you trying to bypass anything to just make this tolerable for you. This is something that is very real inside of you, something that you need to release. And this has been something that has been challenging what seems to be a faith of yours. Faith in yourself, faith in others. I'm not quite sure, but we're going to get more information on it. So, what is the Hermit in reverse about? Let's see. Some of you, ooh. Okay, we got another full moon on here. Wow, hang on. This is super cool. What I love about this, all right, I gotta put this one back over here. Here we go. We have the Three of Swords in reverse. You're getting that knife out of you. It's not keeping you in alignment. Believe it or not, that amount of stress, pain, and pressure, it's not the life well lived in this. I know that there's different aspects of stressors, pains, and choose their pain in life. This doesn't have to be one of them. I see that you are going to be releasing something that has been highly intolerable and that you are ready to let go of it. It's not going to change. It's not going to grow. That direction is not going to give you the payoff that you have either deserved or that you have been looking for. So this, to have a life well lived, and I see that this is something that you are embarking on, it's time for things to get kind of chaotic and ungrounded. It's time for you to stand up. It's time for you to be very vocal. This might be on a very small scale, like, hey, I don't like the Jell-O mold. Or it might be on something that is more revolutionary. But either case, you are not going to be confined by somebody's limiting actions and beliefs. You are striking out on your own. You're staying away from negativity. This is about you and passion and survival and creating some sort of a foundation for yourself on this one. And I see the moon is backing you up. You're following your intuitive guidance. I can't love that enough. This is beautiful. You know that this journey begins with one step, and you got yourself out of what seems to be a drought over here. Look at how the waters are kind of fading away. But look, ooh, look. You see how these cups are? There's one missing right here. You can't see that this person is holding it. To have that emotional fulfillment, this person is going to go and take their happiness. They're going to go find it. They're going to go fill their cup with it, because these cups are empty. They were just for decoration at this point. We're not going to do things just for decoration. We're going to go find something that is fulfilling. And that is what you're doing. I'm very proud of you, very excited for you. I want to see what you need to be mindful of as this goes along, because I feel like this is going to be, I don't know, it seems pretty dramatic. All right, what do you need to look out for? Yes, I put on the date in the beginning of this. No, I haven't done it in a while. Yes, I've been doing bulk readings, but now I feel like I can get back to doing things maybe down to the pinpoint. So thank you for sticking around. I absolutely love and value the heck out of you guys. Okay, so what do you need to look out for? First off, I see that there are many choices in front of you. I have a lot of cards here. We have some of my favorite cards, and that's fine and dandy, but let's look at this story as a whole. If you love me, you would do it. If you really cared about me, you would do this for me. If you, listen, this is not a business transaction. Who in their right mind is trying to play this on you? Don't let people manipulate you and call it love, call it support, call it security, call it anything. It's manipulative and it's beneath you. Oh yeah, and if you're the person who's manipulating, I really don't feel that, but obviously knock it off. Listen, you're not going to fade back out. They're not going to talk you out of this. You're not going to lose a situation or have it pass you by. What is walking away right now is something that is, I think it is really playing on your emotions, and you are not going to be as happy in the situation as it's alluding to on this one. But why would you be stuck? It has this feeling of you having to get over this abandonment issues. This person, this situation is not the end all be all. Don't let anybody talk you into this, that this is the coulda, woulda, shoulda. This is what you're going to regret if you don't take it, if you don't go with me on this. No, you won't. If you are not standing in your truth, if you are not vocalizing yourself, you're going to kick your own butt. This is not a situation where you start compromising your vision, your stance, your integrity. It's not a maybe. Either it is or it isn't, and this is not. So I see that you want the Two of Cups, you want the Lovers, you want somebody who respects your boundaries. Something about this person or this situation is having you keep them at an arm's distance. Keep them over there. Keep that situation over there. I'm not sure what it is. Something's not sitting right, and I need to see this for a minute more. But the thing is, you already have all the information. Something about this energy is not sitting right with you. And I don't see that you're going to talk yourself into it, because it requires you to take steps back when you have already done all this amazing work for yourself and in your life. And no, thank you. No, just no, all sorts of no. So it means don't let yourself be talked out of it, manipulated into something. Don't let this become a business transaction when it comes to personal relationships and situations. Business transactions are meant for business. And if you're striking out on a new business opportunity, awesome. Don't sell yourself short. Don't take less than what you deserve. Don't lose any of your guidelines for what it is that enticed you about this. It's not just about the security of it. It's about the livability of it. Can you live with this? Can you thrive in this? Does this have potential? Or is it something that is dangling over your head? Don't do it. You're not, a cat playing with a toy here. No. So, what do you have to look forward to? I'm going to be using this deck, and I'm pretty sure that this is the Starseed Oracle. I'm going to cleanse it. Oh, yeah, there's my coffee. We're good. We're good. We're going to live. I had my coffee. I didn't. I'll be in trouble. No, I'm kidding. Okay. What's this? Big picture thinking. Think of where you want to be. Yeah, that's plainly where it is right now. So baby steps. Think of where you want to be. Think of the big picture and then break down the baby steps to get there. Oh yeah. Friggin' right, baby. And the golden children. This feels so good. This feels like a really empowering choice to make. Life decision, new direction, not sacrificing anything. You're not going to be made the martyr. The world is not going to benefit you from completely sacrificing yourself. No, that's not why you were created. And it's not what anybody in their right mind would ask of you. Either collaborate, be compatible, or back the F off so somebody else can step in and be that part. There's more than one part in this huge web of life. Are you kidding me? No. That's why it's saying don't think that this is going to be an opportunity that has passed you by. Okay. Longing for home, homesickness for the stars. That big, deep, nostalgic feeling for that life ahead of you that you want so much, creating your own utopian kind of life, like in your own right. This is exactly what it's talking about. Listen, you're going to get the life that you want, the one that you've dreamed about. You are literally entitled to that life. You have what it takes to get yourself there. It's no joke. Think about what you want it to look like. Think about everything that you want in it. And I don't want you to start cutting out things just because you think that it's too much. It's not too much. There is more than enough in everything around you, and it's going to come from all the places where it is right now. And I forget who said that. And they were talking about money in that reference. So where are we going to get the fundings from this? Well, wherever the fundings are right now. But it also means that you got to get creative with how this happens. So think about the big picture and how you want this career, your relationship that is worthy of you, and the life that you want. Think about how you want that to work. Write it down, draw it out, create vision boards, whatever you want to do. I really want that for you. And I don't want you to skimp on it. If you want an oak tree in your front yard, put it in. Put it in. Put in every little detail. It's not the fact that if you don't, it's not going to happen, or if you happen to pass it by. I want you to be as detailed with this as you want. And it's great. And you are totally worthy to obtain that. But I want you to start breaking down the steps to get there. What does that person from that future need from you now at this point in time, and the days, the weeks, the months, the years to get there? And start breaking it down and then break down those into even more manageable steps. And I want you to focus on each step one at a time, because when you get overwhelmed by looking at the big picture, you focus on the step at hand. And when you forget what the big picture is, you step back and look at why you're doing this. And if this is something that you lose passion for, you redirect it again. Life has no shortage of choices and pivot points. You're the creator of that. So this is saying you are longing for a home that you haven't been to yet. You've been there in your heart. You haven't been there here yet. And that's why it's so important that you create it. So listen, you actually have this gift and talent that you are longing for and creating in this life, this world, this partnership. Your standards are not too high, and it's not too much. It's not too anything. That's why I was telling you earlier, if somebody is telling you that, well then you have to kind of take that for what it's worth and put in that nice little thing called the boundary. Don't let anybody talk you out of what makes your heart sing. You know what? And even as you change and not even adapt, transform through life, it's time to readdress those and see if that still stands true, because what you want as you're going through a healing process is going to be different when you hit those milestones at times. So this is what you have to look forward to. This is how you're going to get what you want. The big picture. You're a visionary. This is all inspired action. It's incredibly beautiful. You have this door that you get to walk through into unimaginable miracles and ideals for yourself. And then we have the follow your intuition. Even if something doesn't look bad and doesn't feel bad, well, okay, no, if something doesn't look bad and it doesn't, give off any major red flags, but something still feels off, follow your gut. Follow your intuition, your instincts. Either way, if you don't, you are going to find out exactly why you should have, either the next day or years down the road. But don't you start calling yourself a liar, because you're not. So if you follow all of this advice, what do you have to look forward to? And don't forget, this is general collective. So if this doesn't fit, this might not be for you. It might not be for you now. It might not be for you ever. If this resonates, awesome. Your individual storyline will always, always, always be more detailed, in depth, and intense. So if you have questions, again, about booking a session, reach out to me. Email, DMs on the social platform. Ooh, somebody is completely astounded with something that is coming their way. It's out of the cup. It's overflowing. It's heading right towards you. And you want to know what? I love the blueness of this because it's intuitive, it's honest, it's truthful, it's right. And it's early stages. So emotional fulfillment, sitting on a pillar, princess offering here. It's like, well, I don't mind if I do. Let's see what this is about. What you have to look forward to, temperance, something that is going to take time, that is going to take intention, that is going to take passion. We have a lot of page energy around this bad boy. Oh my word. Wait, not page. Ooh, not page. This is knight. This is messengers. The princess is the page energy. But listen, this is a new offering coming your way. And it's going to take time, and it's going to take intention, there you go, and passion. So if this is a relationship, hot. And if this is a life situation, you better get comfortable with growing security, because it's going to start off maybe at not what you would have expected. I don't think that it's going to be $1 billion dropping into your lap, but hey, if it is, let me know. That's super cool. But this is going to take time to build, and the payoff is going to be worth it. And I think the intensity behind the work is going to show itself. What just flipped? And we have the Four of Wands. That is awesome. That is union, celebration, for some of you, even marriage. Something else fell out. What is this? The Eight of Swords. Okay. You're not going to hold yourself back. You're going to realize that any excuse that you would have given yourself in the past was the biggest shallow aspect that you can imagine, that there is nothing binding your arms. Your hands are free. You can grab whatever you want. And I want one more card. Ooh, the Alchemist. And I'm going to take this one too. We have the Four of Cups. This is going to show you why the karmic situation could have never worked. Yeah. It's going to show you why the karmic couldn't work. It's not about sweeping you off your feet. I have no doubts in my mind that you could be swept off your feet by greatness in life, in a life direction, in a life path, in a career, and do that for years on end. And if it's a relationship, you could get lost in the throes of intimacy and passion. Absolutely. We've all been there at some point. But this is going to be something that completely intrigues you, that holds a lot of potential, that has a lot of time that it's going to span with it, that is going to show up consistently. And it has, my favorite aspect of this is this, the wedding aspect of it, the commitment, the celebration, the dancing around, and the fact that you can't hold yourself back from it. This is perfectly in alignment with you, and it's going to show you, again, why the karmic situation couldn't work out. You're going to have this cup that you get to choose handed to you. And since this person is closed off and not even wanting to accept this cup, you know that this is going to come out of nowhere. Nowhere. So if you have given up on the situation, if you've given up on this path of the career, something is about to drop kick open the door with you. And as I was looking at the clock on this, it said 22:22. There's your sign. If you are desperately looking for a sign, you will be given a sign, but you'll feel its inauthenticity. If you're not looking for a sign and you're just pulled to look at a number or see what a name is and it validates exactly what you had thought, pay attention to that, because you are either creating or dismantling this situation around you. What are you being pulled to do? You are going to have this door appear and open when you are not looking for it, when you're not even necessarily wanting it, probably even when you don't want it. It's like, okay, now that I broke you, here's your gift. And you're, oh, thanks, man. I'm very excited for you. It's not happening overnight. It's going to take time. But honestly, congratulations. You manifested it. You're going to be happy. You're going to be happy for a very long time. I hope that this made sense. Until next time, stay safe, have fun, and know that you are greatly loved and appreciated. Bye for now. Hey there, beautiful. If you are coming across this, you need a message from the Halloween Tarot. So, we're going to get that message. I want you to listen with an open heart and an open mind. Why isn't that incense staying lit? All right, I'm going to get a new one. I'll do that next. We're going to do this. What do you need to hear? Don't be afraid of the cards that come out or how they lay. It's how the story comes together as a whole, and this is a mini message. Okay. The Queen of Ghosts. And then that's in reverse. We have the Page of Pumpkins. I think that's supposed to be coins. Awesome. Then we have the Devil in reverse. Ooh. Listen, you're reading the fine print. You are more than ready to dive into a place that you would have been highly insecure about in the past, a place that you would have been shamed about, a place that you feel like you didn't deserve to have all the info. Either that, or maybe somebody said you didn't need to have all the information around this subject matter. But I see that you're not going to be controlled by somebody else's overbearing energy. You're not unstable. You're focused. You know what you want. You know what you have to offer. You have a lot of love to give, and I see that you are getting into the more nurturing and compassionate aspect of yourself, but it does not come without boundary. And I see that this boundary is not a fortress, and I see that you are going to hold that up immensely. I don't want to say tough or tight, but strong. I'm going to go with that one. So what is this surrounding? Because this was something that you were feeding into, and it seems to be that these are dead seeds now. Seeds that you're not going to water. Seeds that you are tricked into watering. Tell me about this. The Four of Pumpkins. Oy. Yeah, you're not chasing after a pumpkin that is not going to ripen. These seeds are dead. You got to uproot it and see what else you can place in that garden, baby. You're done. You're done with feeling like, wait, where is it? You're done with feeling like maybe if you just tried a little bit harder. There's no more trying hard with this one. You've tried hard enough. Now it's time for your life to get easier and for you to find your equilibrium again. And this seems just absolutely beautiful. You're finding your equilibrium again. You're getting reality completely in check. Nobody's going to gaslight you on this again. Congrats. No more toxic. So I'm shuffling and Temperance falls out. We're using the Halloween Tarot because I'm in the Halloween spirit. What are you going to do? If you're coming across this, there's a message in here for you. Probably stick around, find out. If it doesn't resonate, go about your day. Enjoy the show. Do your thing. I don't know. We're going to see what's up. So we have Temperance, the Emperor. All right. It's time to let these ingredients marry. And it's not about you moving on. Some of you are going through either breakups or breakups with a life situation, which means that you might be breaking away from either a company or you might be breaking away from a career path. You are going to do something that is a lot more in line with you. If this is relating to a person, you're dumping the sorry butt, then that's just what I'm here to tell you. This has become more work and overwhelming than it has been worth. And you know, for once, you're not going to run away from yourself in this one. You are not going to put somebody else on a pedestal above yours anymore, because, well, it wasn't equal. It wasn't given back. It was you starving yourself in this one. We're not doing that anymore. It's time for you to claim your throne. You know that good things take time. And look at all the black cats on this bad boy. Those are protective animals. This is your familiar. So it's time to get familiar with your familiar and what's looking out for you. And that this is not going to be something that is a flip of the switch. All the ingredients are marrying right now. You have all the tools for success, either in the relationship or in the life situation. It's going to take time. And you have to actually start voicing your power and making the authoritative decisions in this. It's time for you to hold your own. Not that you couldn't hold your own in the past, but this was in connection with a particular person or situation, and it just was overbearing. I feel like this is something that was slowly thrusted upon you through time, so you didn't even realize all the pressure you were under until you stepped back and you looked at the situation, because you were suffocating. You're not going to suffocate anymore. You're going to cut it loose. It's not a time for union with this particular person or situation in your life. It's time for you to disassemble it. You want to know what? The cat's already out of the bag. And this is all happening because, well, Spirit's not going to let you screw yourself over in this. You're protected, baby. Hey, if you are coming across this, we're going to be using the Halloween Oracle because we can. And it's, well, getting into the Halloween spirit. Halloween spirit's actually open. Brought my sons there the other day. They had a lot of fun. I was looking at the hocus pocus stuff. They were looking at, well, stuff that teenage boys and, adolescent boys look at. All right, so what do you need to know? If this doesn't resonate, don't force it. This is not going to be for everybody. Let's see. Cauldron, synergy and healing. Ooh. Somebody's stirring the pot. Somebody stirred the pot. Hang on. The sacredness of pausing. Oh, I feel like you just pulled out of a very difficult situation, emotionally difficult situation, probably even mentally. I think that you were probably at your wit's end with this. The vampire. Yep. Yeah, I actually want one more. We're going to have 4 cards for this reading. Baby, that was an emotional vampire. It was always something up with this person, wasn't it? What more could go wrong with them? What more could they be hitting dead ends with? Listen, it wasn't you. It wasn't just circumstance. There was literally no way on this planet that you were going to get stuck here. It seemed like it truly sold itself to you. It emotionally latched itself onto you. And I'm sure that you would have bought into it too. I'm sure that you have already made your decision, that you agreed with it. But there was a totally different story than what was happening in front of your face right now. This was an emotional vampire who maybe wasn't malicious in trying to screw you over or upset you, but their intentions were absolutely hidden. And that's why this isn't making sense to you and what happened between you and this person, because a lot of it, they were doing their best to hide from your view. But Spirit's like, listen, this is going to be a train wreck, and they've already been through enough. You got to stop screwing with my person here. They literally threw themselves into the mix. I really feel like this is somebody who was probably very emotionally rich and ambitious and really was very agreeable to your life and the direction that you wanted it to go. And Spirit's like, no, this isn't real. I'm not going to let this happen. So the reason why this is at a pause is because you need to detox from this so you can see things clearly again, because this was very hidden and deceptive. Hi, we are going to light this because the other one kept going out, and what the heck? Am I getting just like cheap incense, or is this like the stuff that's gonna last? Okay. Hi, if you're coming across this, we are going to be getting a message from Wisdom of the Oracle. Where's the deck? Here it is. What do you need to know? Let's cleanse and find out. If this doesn't resonate, don't stick to it. Let it go. Let it fall away. Go about your day. But if this resonates, I hope that it's a good message. I don't know. Let's find out. Fork in the road, deep knowing, to the sea, unfinished symphony. You're holding off, waiting for something to come back. You're not making a decision because you're waiting for somebody to give you either their attention or more information or come back to you. No. Stop. You're stopping what Spirit wants to give you because you're waiting on a maybe. It either is or it isn't. This person is not. And you need to let them go. It's going to feel like it's an emotional purgatory until you make that decision. This decision is a tough decision, but this is for you. This is for your growth, your progress, your happiness. Your being stuck is not making you happy, and this person isn't doing the work to make it any easier. I feel like they are half-heartedly invested in this. You are blocking your own abundance, and you already know that this person, this situation, it's not going to be fulfilling. It's not going to happen. It's not meant to happen. There's a lot of empty promises that have been made to you in this, and now it's time for you to choose which direction you're going. You're not on the fence. You don't need to be on the fence. As difficult as it might be to make this decision, because it means letting go of somebody who has some sort of space in your heart, it's necessary that you face it and let it go. And it's important that you send that person love and light and on their way. I know that sounds incredibly contrived, but what else are you gonna do? You're stuck and this hurts, and you don't need to be there. Life has so much more in store for you. I know this is gonna be difficult to let go, but it needs to be something that happens for you so you can breathe again. You're going to get through this, and then you're going to find out why this could not work. Something much better is in store for you. If you're coming across this, you're in recovery from something, but we're going to find out. If this resonates, awesome. If it doesn't, don't force it. What just fell out? Ask your body for a message, expect a miracle, fresh air. Ooh, okay. Have you been feeling like you are kind of locked down, hermit mode, maybe even feeling slight feeling of, I'm just gonna say, slight sadness and depression. I know that with worldly events, there's something that is going on, but it doesn't diminish your experience. What has been plaguing you? Alternative medicine, good night's sleep, ask your body for a message, expect a miracle, give us your cares, fresh air. Life has been so serious for you, hasn't it? Feeling like the weight of the world is on your shoulders. Have you been feeling like your back is absolutely killing you? Is your head just do you have all that going on? I have my neck issue going on. I don't have a literal issue, but it's been hurting. What have you been experiencing? This has been a lot of pent-up anxiety that I don't think that you have been expressing. So, it's like one of those things where people are like, just be happy. Oh, thank you. I'm cured. I hate you. It's not that at all. I'm not telling you to forget your responsibility, to abandon everything. Not at all. It's time for you to put some things aside that you can. Delegate responsibility to responsible parties and free up some time for yourself. This is too much for one person to carry, and you don't have to do it. And I don't feel like all of it is yours. So, if you're worried about being impalpable for somebody else, that's not your problem. Delegate the responsibility back to the appropriate parties. If they get mad with you, that they'll have to work it out. But you need to rest. You need for other people to step up. And I see that this is going to be something that is going to be a little bit of effort on your part because you might have people-pleasing tendencies, but it's going to allow you to sleep at night. They are more than capable of taking care of this. You can rest. I hope that helps.